Ho, 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 they usually leave milk with cookies. This is a scotch. No, cookies are for Santa.
Let's see what's on tap.
Alcohol. I gotta have a little talk with you. I wanna treat you just like you treated me.
All right, cookies might be for Santa, but scotch might be for elves. Let's get into the Christmas Ale Scotch Ale from Bell's. Now, Bell's is one of my favorite beers. Bell's Two Hearted is, I think I've said it in a couple episodes, it's one of my favorite beers I've ever had. So I'm pretty excited for this. I'm pretty excited to drink the whole thing. I think I like this in the guessing game, in the cold case.
In the cold case file, yeah. You actually turned me on to the Bell's Two Hearted. It's a fantastic beer. One of these days we will rate it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say I've ever actually had a Bell's beer, to be honest.
Bell's Two Hearted. I'm gonna pour it in my glass. Let's see how it is.
Got our glasses here.
Ooh, a little darker than I expected.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. And I've had it before, so it is surprising.
You
But I don't
haven't
know
had
if
this
I've
one
ever
before.
had it in... Well, yeah, you're right. But Bell's Two Hearted, I imagine, is this dark as
I
well.
imagine it's not that dark. But
No.
that's fine.
We'll have to check that out
It's a
someday.
little dark, man. I think it's a little darker than the last one we had.
Yeah, it's not as opaque. You can't see through it as much.
Yeah.
Little
All right.
sniffer here.
All right, tap that. Take a drink. Oh, why not try?
Oh, I like
Not
that
bad.
head you have on there.
Not bad.
Yeah, the head's good. I got the best head this time,
Yeah, you did.
but
We took turns having the best head.
yeah, you know,
When is it my turn?
fair. When is it my turn?
It's pretty tasty, though. I like it.
Yeah, first sip, I think it's even great. It's good.
Yeah, this is the, even though it's dark, it's the lightest beer we've tasted so far. Like in flavor palette wise, like it doesn't stick around as long as the other beers have.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely has a little stronger taste to it.
there's a strong like forefront taste, but I don't feel like, and maybe I'm alone.
Not an aftertaste.
I don't feel like there's like a stickiness to it where the other ones had like a stickiness to their beers.
Definitely agree.
So I like that.
Well, the last one with the flying dog, like I said, you guys even thought it was a little more caramel, where apparently on the bottle there's no caramel in it. It's cocoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one not coming across caramel. It's
No caramel in this one.
no caramel in this one, but it still has that dark, rich.
Kind of like a cocoa-ish like flavor to it. I kind of taste.
I actually don't taste too much cocoa.
Really?
I don't
kind
either.
of get like a hint of it, to be honest. But
maybe.
I could be wrong.
We'll get into it. But yeah, I don't know. I just taste a dark beer.
Yeah.
And I think Scotch Ale, this is personally the first Scotch Ale we've had on this show.
Yeah.
They're usually darker. Like I do kind of, and when we were doing the guessing game, I did kind of have that aftertaste of like almost like a liquor taste, like a Scotch taste.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that comes through in this.
It definitely does come through. I do get that like liquor.
That liquor
aftertaste to
like
it.
linger in there. That like just that enough of a burn where it's like I taste that, which I'm not hating.
especially on each sip, and then the aftertaste you can kind of like
Now I'm
taste a little
no,
bit more.
yeah, I'm no expert on this, but I'm pretty sure to be a Scotch beer, you have to either have it in the barrels of. where,
I think it's barrels that Scotch were made in.
Kinda,
we're made in. So
It soaks up all the flavors that were
exactly.
in the barrel.
I don't think you can actually have Scotch in it, because then I think it'd have to be considered a liquor.
well, that's what I'm saying. It has to be in the barrels that Scotch was once made in.
Yeah.
And just to get to my point, like I've had Scotch before, and I've definitely not on this show yet. You said this is our first Scotch beer, but I've had a Scotch beer before where it doesn't really come across as much. I believe it was had a horse on it, some sort of Kentucky barrel sort of beer.
Yeah.
But this one's coming across a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one would almost fool me into thinking it was a Scotch mixed drink, which isn't a negative on it. Like
yeah.
I would be into that. Like if you would offer me Scotch and it came tasting like this, I'd be much more than if you just gave me straight Scotch, because straight Scotch is rough.
Exactly. I've only had Scotch a handful of times, so I mean, this is definitely kind of like the perfect medium for it. If you're not big on just liquor straight up.
And I think we've already used this analogy, but I could see myself in a big like red chair, just like
In front of a fireplace.
in front of a fireplace, just
swirling your scotch around.
If that were the case,
Indeed.
I would expect to get this tapped right from the barrel.
Oh yeah.
If I was in my big
It
red
tastes
chair.
like it's from a barrel.
It does taste like it tastes a little woody.
A little woody.
I don't know if woody's a flavor, but like it tastes
a little woody.
It tastes a little like there's some
woody,
kind of pine
as opposed to like Buzz Lightyear. It tastes woody.
I agree, though.
Moving on to the label, because maybe this will give us some hint.
Yeah.
Brewed and bottled by Bell's Brewing Inc. Comstock, Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan.
I mean, the label, it's a decent label.
It's
pretty.
fine.
It's fine. It's
fine.
nothing that really stands out. It's very,
It's kind of
like,
boring.
Yeah, it's just a couple Christmas trees in the snow, you know. It's nothing that really stands out. It's a very safe label for Christmas.
And they used all yellow bulbs. I don't know who's ever decorated their Christmas tree with all uniform, same ornaments. Nobody.
Lights. And who put bulbs on a tree that's not even cut down? It's just in the middle.
Exactly.
It's in the middle of a pine tree.
Yeah, exactly.
area.
And they use all the same bulbs. Like, I mean, maybe, and I'm just playing devil advocate here, maybe this is a Christmas tree farm, and they're just, like, promoting their Christmas tree.
It's
like,
possible.
hey, look what all our Christmas trees could be.
It's possible. That's why they did it.
But in the
There's
same
still
sense,
no lights.
it's a boring. I had to make a story for this one. I didn't have to make
It's
a story.
a very safe label to go with.
Safe.
It's not a dumb label. It's very safe. It's a decent label. It's nicely decorated for Christmas.
It does
especially
scream
the
Christmas
cap.
ale to me, though.
The cap itself is red and it has a nice little Christmas tree.
I didn't even
I don't
notice.
know if you can see that from here.
We'll get it on camera.
The
I'll put it on
cap
the
is
camera.
pretty cool.
The cap's
I'm not gonna
cool.
lie, but as the rest of it, it's just kind of the same.
Yeah,
you know?
it's very samey. Now, Bell's Two Hearted isn't known for being very flamboyant label.
Like a flashy.
It's known for being a very good beer.
Yeah, it's
And-
very like a classy ale.
Exactly.
With the fish on the front and stuff. It is basic.
Yeah,
the Bell's Too Hard.
I'm not picking up Bell's Two Hearted because of the fish. I'm picking up Bell's Two Hearted because it tastes delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep referring that to Bell's Two Hearted because that's what I know from Bell's. But this is good. This is something, if it were to come in a pack where it was Bell's Two Hearted, this, and two other beers, I'd buy it for just this and and two other beers, you know?
I mean, even just sipping it and looking at the label, you can get a feel of it that it's a classy beer.
Yeah.
They meant it to be kind of like an up class type of beer. They're not trying to be silly or any way. They're very safe with the labeling.
Interesting enough. I'm sorry here, but
No, man, you're
Good, take your time.
interesting enough, I could see drinking this on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, like
Yeah.
during the Christmas holiday.
Yeah,
I
could see
could
it
too.
like drinking it like Christmas Eve, not even like in the morning or like noon.
Yeah.
But like an evening drink, this is the perfect kind of drink for you
a
with the
scotch,
scotch and everything. Yeah.
Christmas Eve when you're wrapping your kids' gifts, where like the other two beers we've tried so far have been, it's been much more fun, much more sweet, where I felt like I could drink that on Christmas Day with my children, where this is a more adult. I feel like I'm having a very adult Christmas with a very long table.
Exactly.
And just sitting there just like, oh, how's your year been?
Out of all the beers we've had, this is the more adult.
This is the most sophisticated adult beer we've had.
very sophisticated,
Especially in this
pinky out.
goblet. Yeah.
Like, and I feel good. And maybe it's the glass. That's
what
It
I'm
could be.
saying.
It could be the glass, but I mean,
It's
even
not.
the taste
It's
with
the taste.
with the presentation of the bottle itself, it's very stylistic. It's not too out there.
No,
it's very safe. It's not too boring
It
in
does
any
scream
way.
Christmas, though.
It screams Christmas with the Christmas ale. So I mean, it gets the point across.
Well, let me read the back since we're on label.
Yeah.
There is a description, which we love. It says, this traditional Scotch ale is rich and malty with notes of caramel and warm finish, certain to make any occasion festive or at least a bit more bearable. Enjoy with the company of friends and family. And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm enjoying this with the company of friends.
I'm definitely enjoying
Yep.
this.
Tap that.
But we're going to move on to content.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And
Absolutely.
they've all been very similar, apparently, because this one is a 7.5.
yeah, Christmas is trying to elf you up.
As most holidays are.
Santa over here, he's feeling it. The real Santa.
The real Santa.
He's feeling it. This is good, though. I mean,
How does that elf feel about the scotch?
I feel great about the Scotch, man. I mean, as I've said before, I mean, I haven't really tried Scotch too much, but this is a great beer. I mean, it's very smooth. It's not too heavy for anybody that's trying to get into a kind of a thicker, darker beer.
Yeah.
But I mean, it tastes great. You know, I mean, I'm not big on dark, but this is a beer I would definitely pick up on my own, even without going to a family gathering, you know.
Our buddy Quentin, he would love this.
He would
He
love
loves
it
their dark.
because he's a big fan of Guinness.
Yep.
So I mean,
Yeah.
instantaneously, this is a beer for him if he's trying to find something for the holidays. So shout out to Quentin.
Shout out to Quentin.
Shout out to
Tap
Quentin.
that to Quentin.
Tap that to Quentin.
Oh, Storm's finished.
I am finished. I'm ready to.
That must mean
And
you
I
really like this beer. I'm guessing.
Well, it's more than that. Like like we said, we get the
Savory.
Scotch flavor over it. I'll run through it real quick.
Go ahead.
Because you're also finished, but the taste is there. When I see this, it says Scotch Ale, and we'll get the label. 1 second. But Scotch Ale, it's there. I taste that it's been in a barrel that Scotch was made in, if I'm correct there. And the label, we did not pick this beer on label. We saw Christmas Ale.
And picked it up.
Yeah, and we picked it up.
Didn't read anything else.
I mean, the label's great. It matches everything. I mean, the last one we tried, it had a kind of a different label up top. But this one matches the whole way around. It's a great presentation.
Yeah, he brought that up last time.
I did.
bring
It
that
does. It matches the presentation of the rest of the bottle.
Content, 7.5, it's there.
Okay.
That's heavy.
I mean, it is heavy. It's definitely there for me, like 7.5%. Like I said, the only reason this one caught our eye is because it says Christmas Ale. Other than that, I would have never stopped for this beer. But I've had Bell's Two-Hearted, and I believe that is a great beer. You guys got to go check that out. And this one is ranking for me 6.9. It doesn't come out across as 7 point because I'm still expecting a little more. I'm not a huge fan of Scotch ales. I've had them before. They're great. I love Scotch, but when I pick up a Scotch ale, I tend to be disappointed. This one's not disappointing. It's a 6.9, solid for me.
Good.
Okay.
You want to go next? You got
Yeah, I'll go next. I mean, as far as the beer goes, I'll probably give it around a 6. Just because I'm not a big fan of heavy beers themselves, so it's not something I would necessarily pick up myself just to drink by myself. I would pick it up maybe for like a family gathering or such. It is a very good beer. It is a little on the heavier side. It is a good beer though, as far as I'm concerned. So I'll give it a 6. Definitely check it out. But
You give it a 6 even?
a 6
Yeah,
even.
that's a
Cody move!
a
Cody
6
score.
A 6 even.
And you know what? I think Evan might have even done that.
Oh.
I think it's a guess thing.
No even scores here.
No, I'm gonna give it a 6 even, just because I'm not a
good.
big fan of the heavier beers myself. But it is very good. Definitely check it out for the. It is a good beer for the winter.
Yeah, I agree. Moving on to my review. I actually really liked it, and I think the Bell's flavor in it has me more. I don't know what kind of hops they use, but I taste Bell's in this, and I might be just crazy, but I taste Bell's in this.
You're not crazy.
So I'm going a little higher. I will repeat all the things I said.
Yeah.
The label's great. I like that they have a description. It's a 7.1 for me.
It could be maybe because I haven't had any other Bell's previous beers.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to try them, and maybe I'll like it a little bit more. Maybe I would raise
Maybe
my
they're-
score on it a little
They're
bit.
building a repertoire with us. I don't know.
Exactly. Maybe you guys are kind of like.
I do think 7.1 is pretty high for this guy, but
7.1. I
That's
actually
pretty
kind of
good.
like it. Out of all the dark beers we've had so far on the shows, it's one of my favorites.
Bell's might have kind of like grabbed you a little
It
bit.
grabbed me.
Might
I
have been
like
a
the
fanboy
Scotch
of
flavor.
Bell's a little
I'm
bit.
not going to lie, because I'm a fan of hazies. When I see a darker beer, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this,
Nope.
but
Yeah.
Let's rank it. Let's get back there, guys.
What we got?
I personally think the Flying Dog moves up and it goes to number 3. It's better than this for me, but let me know. Let me know what you think.
so we got Snow Thank You. And
I
that-
agree that the Flying Dog should be a little above this one.
Yeah,
That's just my thought.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
I agree. With label and everything. And we're taking it all into account. It's the whole TLC method.
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Let's move the Flying Dog up.
Flying dog.
You have to do that for me.
So it's going to a round of Santa Claus.
Round of Santa Claus. I think it's better than the Christmas cookie, personally.
That's all right.
Ooh, that's between Wyatt and I because we did rank those a little higher.
Okay.
What do you think?
I will succeed to this.
What are your thoughts on it?
This is a Scotch ale, like I said. I had it before. I'm going to say, because I'm looking at Christmas, I said we can have this on Christmas Eve. The cookie IPA, I feel like we can have all year round. I don't know. So, yeah.
I kind of agree with you,
Yeah.
to be honest. I would rank this one above the cookie IPA.
All right. So,
Just
you
because
rank this
this is
one?
more of a seasonal beer itself. This one I could have all year round.
So you think this one's higher? Like this one's
Yes,
3?
I would rank this one a little bit higher than the cookie IPA.
You agree?
100% agree.
I definitely agree.
So we're going. It's Bell's. It's Christmas ale. It's fine.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fine. And Snow, thank you. We're going back to the cookie.
And like I
Move
said,
a little bit backwards.
just to clarify, we are ranking them per Christmas beers.
Yes.
These are Christmas beers, Frankie.
This is Christmas beers. You're watching this around Christmas, on Christmas, hopefully.
next episode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve tonight, guys.
Christmas Eve.
Crap.
We're excited for Christmas.
The
I
real
mean,
Santa is coming.
Both of you guys,
I got-
they must be
Yes, we will.
super excited.
I have
for
a
Christmas.
lot of work to do tonight, but let him
lot of
drink.
work.
Let him get drunk.
Wow.
I've been
I gotta-
kind of managing the other elves, trying to get all these toys produced for you guys to ship.
You're fired!
You're fine. Get out of here. But please join us next time. We're gonna do some Mad Elf next.
Yeah, and let's see.
I am super excited for this one.
Mad Elf.
Yeah, let's see if he's really mad because we fired him. Next time, tap
Join
that-
us. Go ahead.
Yeah. Please don't forget to tap that subscribe button.
Join us next time. See ya.
See you later.
Alcohol.